So the first thing we'll need is obviously a web browser. We'll be using Google Chrome because it is the most popular one. You probably already have it installed. I will not be showing you how to install Google Chrome because it is fairly easy, as you may expect. The first thing though that we want to do is create a new user, a new profile in Google Chrome. This will come in handy when we try to create our own fishlets and we want a new profile where we'll be deleting cookies in, because we'll be deleting the cookies in the profile very often for testing. So this is the first thing that we will want to do. So let's create a new profile, which will be just default color, and we will name it EvilJinx. We'll also set up some custom profile image so that we do not get confused between when changing the profile. So okay, we can see this is our EvilJinx profile. Great. Now we will need extensions that we'll be using. So the first extension that we want is edit this cookie extension. Let's type it in Google. Let's change it to all the default settings, and here it is. So we find edit this cookie in the Google Chrome store, and we just click add to Chrome. Easy as this, add extension. So this extension, actually, we can also click this small extensions icon and pick this small pin icon so that we can have it pinned on the Google bookmark tab, or whatever you call it, essentially. This allows us to view all of the cookies that are currently being used on this website. This will come very handy when creating our own fishlets for any targeted website. So the next thing is we will want to get the local storage manager extension. This is also available on the Google Chrome store, and this is how it looks like. We do the same thing. We add the extension. We pin it as well with this clicking this small pin icon. And this extension actually will help us in injecting authentication tokens into the local storage, because some of the applications do not use cookies for authentication. They will save the authentication tokens inside of the local storage. So with this out of the way, the next thing we need is we will actually bookmark the privacy tab from the settings, because it will also come in handy. So we open this, click this burger icon, then click settings and open privacy and security. And yeah, this is essentially the link. So now we can, I don't know if we can do it from here, but I know that you can press. Well, the first thing we'll do, we'll actually click the burger icon again, select bookmarks, and click show bookmarks tab. That way we never lose it, so it will just be there and wait for us. Then we click on the URL, this left icon, and just move the bookmark onto this. So this is very handy, because every time now we click the settings privacy, we will get into this setting. And this is the place we will be using the most. It's the clear browsing data. So when you click it, you actually should select the advanced. Then for the time range, you select all time, and make sure to just select everything, because we will be wanting to purge all of the configuration, all the data, storage, cache, cookies, everything, when we want to retest our fishlets. So the next thing, we want to install Visual Studio Code. This is actually a great IDE that we will be using for editing, creating our fishlets, or even modifying the source code of EvilJinx if you need to. So first thing, you just type it into Google, you open the website, click download, pretty straightforward. Select on Windows. If you're on Linux, obviously, you download it for Linux. Click the installation, accept the agreement. We will just save it in the default location. Also, desktop icon will not hurt, really. And now once it installs, we can just open it and check what kind of theme we want. I personally like to use the Dracula theme, so we'll just check if it's available. And you can see there's the Dracula official theme, so I'll just select it. It asks us if it should be installed, so we click OK. And then we click set color theme. I think it is already enabled, so we're pretty much fine. Now that we have Visual Code installed, we should install the Go language compiler, which obviously EvilJinx is written in Go, so we will need to compile it from source after we actually pull it from the official GitHub repository that I have. So let's again open Google Chrome and just type in Golang download. We see there are all releases. Let's open the official page, and here you can see that there is the official MSI package that we can download. It's now at the time of preparing this course, the official version is 1.20. It's perfectly fine for using it with EvilJinx. So we click the MSI to have it downloaded. We open the MSI file. We go through all of the instructions. I'll just install it in a default location. And it's installed. So now we should actually verify if it was properly installed. So let's press start, enter CMD in the search, and open the command prompt. And now when we type in Go version, it should tell us that it is installed and with a proper version. So that part is done. We have Go language installed and it is ready to use. The next thing we should install is essentially Git, so that we can clone the EvilJinx repository and download the source code. So we proceed to type in, like if you're on Linux, obviously Git, you can just do it through apt-get install Git. It should work just like that, but being on Windows, it is a bit more complicated. So we can just go to this gitscm.com website and install the standalone installer for ourselves. We will pick the 64-bit one. And we will also install it in the default place. You can just go through all of the settings. Now, there will be some questions which editors you want to use as default with Git. It actually doesn't matter what we want to set up. We'll just set up Visual Studio Code as Git's default editor, because why not? We just install it. Now we can decide what is the name of the master of the main branch. We can just set Git to decide. This part is also doesn't matter. We can use bundled OpenSSH, OpenSSL library. Line endings also we can pick default. And essentially every setting you can just pick to be the default. It doesn't really matter what we use. And once it installs, great. Now we can see if it was properly installed. So we do the same thing. We open command prompt by entering cmd in the start menu. And just let's type git version. Okay, git version 2.40. Everything works. Now, essentially what we need is download the source code of EvilJinx. So let's proceed to what we did just a minute ago. We will just launch our command prompt. We will go to the directory that we want to use. So let's name it GitHub in the root directory of our hard drive. And here just type in the git command that will clone the EvilJinx2 repository. So it will be git clone https github.com kgretzky, which is my username, and the repository name, which will be EvilJinx2. Not one, not without the two. The two is very important because EvilJinx without the two is the old legendary version that was based on Nginx, and we do not want that. We want the standalone version written in Go language. When we press enter, it will clone the repository, and essentially that's it. So now we can open the EvilJinx directory by going into it, and for convenience I prepared a file that you can just run build_run.bat, which will build and run EvilJinx on Windows. For Linux, you can run build.sh. So it is now building EvilJinx for the first time from source code. And shortly we should see how it looks like when it runs. I'll just expand the command window. And that's it. We can just allow access to the firewall. And this is EvilJinx running on our local installation. So now essentially we are ready to prepare for our first phishing engagements. I will teach you how to create the fishlets, how to configure everything, how to bypass all of the protections that may be available. So let's get into it. I do not want to bore you with some non-essential information first. I want first to get right into the cool part. So stay tuned and see you in the next lesson.